Yo, what's poppin'? It's Ace Torn.
Yes, sir. You know what time it is. I'm the voice of the South, Q Smitty, bringing you Polar Jocks, the icebreakers, giving you that cool rush, man. Before we get into today's topic and special guest, man, I got to give a shout out to everybody, man. We got to give a round of applause for ourselves, man. Magic City Classic Week was a success.
The city showed out.
Man, the icebreakers pulled up. They let us know that they were out in the city, rocking with the show, and also letting us know that they're going to bring some more people on board. So with that being said, go ahead and hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Let the tribe know that we out here getting it. Shout out to our tribe, all the truck drivers out there, all the fast food workers, military veterans. We salute you. And now we're about to bring you the new episode. Tell them, Mace.
Man, tap in with us. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring you a star, you know what I'm saying, soon to be living legend of the city. This man here, he just is not an entertainer. You know, he's all around the board. Any event I go to that's sophisticated, I'm talking about top-notch event. He's performing at that event. He's opening up for major artists every time artists come to the city. And also he's traveling, opening up for major artists as well. This man is really out here doing it. You cannot lie. If you think I'm lying, go look him up, check him out. He that guy, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring in you, Logan TheEntertainer.
Yes, sir. Logan TheEntertainer, man. Man, you brought out your frat colors, man. I had to bring mine out real quick.
Boy, it's torn one half of Polar Jocks, man. Right now we are standing in Styles by London Hair Salon. Yep, that's right, man. Miss Nikki got all the hairstyles you want, baby. For all my ladies out there, you having trouble trying to find a hairstylist. You having trouble trying to, you know what I'm saying, a little sexy for the summer. You just can't find that right hair salon. I think I got somebody for you. Miss Nikki will put you in the game, man. Matter of fact, I got a client that's here with me right now. She comes every week to get her hair did. D, talk to her.
Come down here to London Styles and holler at nigga in London, baby. Where she gonna put you in the game and get you right. She give me right color, whatever you need. She gonna take care of your head. She gonna take care of them drinks, them cocktails, and she gonna give you some snacks, and you gonna leave your full, happy, and your hair gonna be on point.
Nikki Hair Salon, Styles by London. Pull up, man. 320 9th Street North. It's Polar Jocks. Now back to the show.
Yeah, man. Logan TheEntertainer, you just did some great stuff, man. Not too long ago, Magic City Classic Week. Wow. Talk about that, the Tailgate Festival, and just, you know, the process behind just being able to be like the main opening lineup for the Tailgate Festival.
Wow, you know, there's no greater experience or feeling than to do some major things in your own hometown. You know, originally I'm not from here. A lot of people don't know.
Damn, I thought you was from here, bro.
That I jumped.
Where you from?
I'm from Mississippi.
Okay.
What's up, y'all? It's the voice of the South, Q Smitty. As you can see, I got a brand new glow. Ladies, if you are looking for a new glow for the spring and the hot girl summer, then I got your plug right here.
Hey, I'm Tanisha, licensed esthetician and founder of New Glow Aesthetics, located in Oxford, Alabama. If you are suffering from acne, hyperpigmentation, or you just need a little pick-me-up, I'm the girl for you.
That's right. So go ahead and hit up New Glow Aesthetics right now. Now back to the show.
Okay.
At West Point, a little small place outside of Columbus, Starkville. Some people might affiliate Mississippi State, Mississippi University for Women over in Columbus, but definitely below Tupelo, Mississippi.
So when did you get to Birmingham?
Oh man, came here. I was singing, I see us in the park, strolling the summer days.
Yeah.
I was just messing around out in Legion Field. And it was this all-star football game that was going on of all the high school kids who probably potential college football, but they had me out there singing, I don't want to bore you, just messing around.
Right.
And I could remember Art Franklin. He was the I don't know what I want to say. Well, I guess he was, what I want to call it. He was covering that event.
Gotcha.
That's what I want to say he was doing as a news anchor. And he was like, man, you got a voice on you, man.
And you just out singing, just, you know, just doing what you do.
I was invited to come out there and do that.
Yeah.
And this was 1996.
96. 5 years old then.
Wow.
Man, I was 3. I was 3.
Age.
Yeah.
But see, you're not afraid to show your age. You know what I'm saying? You're not afraid because I mean that's a goal. You know, everybody wants to, you know, mature.
Actually, that's a
you know what I'm saying? Like
to
that's
be honest, bro.
I appreciate
to
that.
be able to experience different decades like that. You know what I'm saying? Like coming up in the 90s and being in a singing environment, man, that's a lot of R&B being tossed around in the 90s, man. What was that like growing up and being around that?
Definitely got a lot of experience singing at Stillman College. I was in the Stillman College concert choir. So each year I got an opportunity to travel different places, Texas, Louisiana, Carnegie Hall stood out to me at that point. And we experienced, you know, singing like for Mary J. when Mary J. was like youthful, like rocking, you know, Brownstone, you know, In Vogue, you know, coming up.
Damn, those some good times,
these folks
bro.
were singing, you know,
R&B time.
Genuine, you know what I mean, man? Silk, you know.
Can't forget about Silk.
Hey, man, YouTube don't ban us, man. R. Kelly.
Oh, my God.
R. Kelly.
You gotta mention him too.
The 90s, man. Like, this is
the king of R&B, man. Come on now, man.
We can't
don't
deny
play.
we can't deny the talent.
You cannot play with that. You know,
talent.
despise what he got going on in his personal life.
We don't condone
you gotta
that.
give him
but
the credit. You know what I'm saying?
The talent,
yeah,
man.
we definitely don't condone that. But.
And to whatever degrees that is, you know, in his own personal life, you know, we got to understand that there are always willing parties in negative stuff, you know.
Exactly.
Right.
No matter who's the giver or the receiver of it, you know. But despite that, he's a king at what he does. He's
For
really
sure,
right.
man.
We were raised with that. To know that, you know, Whitney Houston was still doing her thing at that point in time, man. We growed up with good stuff. People still talk about the 90s,
right?
The music. I mean, man. What else can I say?
Like, it's the best era, man. Honestly, like music, period. But I would definitely want to say R&B because it brought that soul and it brought that type of like energy and vibe that'll last forever, like timeless music. And you got people now in this area recreating, sampling every single song from the 90s,
they
bro.
doing,
like,
bro. Every single song.
You know, you can't name a song that ain't sampled.
But the thing
like,
is like it's a lot of harmonizing in today's time, man. There's not a lot of melodic singing. Like I'm talking about like a powerful song that just makes you feel it, and you really like, you damn near want to shed some tears. Like Mariah Carey will hit them notes that'll make you, you know, shed a tear a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, Mariah gave us what we would call like a mini Ripperton of today.
Yeah.
You know, she was the one that could be the closest to hitting that high note. You know, that Minnie did. But she had powerful songs.
Well, even Fantasia, for instance.
Today.
You know, like.
Right. You know, but it was Whitney and Mariah who was giving you America's songs. You know, then here comes Celine. But Celine was after the fact.
Right.
And, you know, then let's not forget, on the gospel side, who had a big voice, CeCe Winans.
CeCe Winans,
you know?
But, look, I want to talk about, like, your era breaking through as an entertainer.
Wow.
When I first got down here, bro, I don't think you noticed this. This was my first time actually seeing people singing and entertaining and dancing, entertaining the crowd. Wow. It was you, and it was $1 Million Vocals.
That's right.
First club I DJ'd at.
Shout out.
Damn.
Young Vocals.
Yeah, Vocals. Damn, what that club was. I can't think of the name. It was downtown. It was
downtown.
Marcus used to own it.
Was it Legends?
Legends, yep,
Yeah,
Legends. My
Lord
first spot I
have
started
mercy.
DJing that, man. You and like I said, $1 Million Vocals was the first one. I'm like, damn, I never seen nothing like this, bro. Like, and like I said, I'm from Monroe, Georgia, so it's like it was new, and y'all take that culture very serious. So when I started realizing, like every weekend I go to an event, I see, of course, you singing on the stage, or you was entertaining, doing something. It was you and $1 Million Vocals. I want to know, like, how did that start?
Wow.
Like, how did that even, you know what I'm saying, was discovered?
I came here officially in 98, back and forth. I was from Mississippi. I was working at a factory called Artex, Artex.
Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Ace Torn, one half of Polar Jocks. This segment is brought to you by Refresh Clothing. Yep, that's right, man. The #1 clothing store in the city. Now, you looking to get fresh. You trying to get clean. You going to a special type of event. This is a spot you need to come to. Refresh Clothing is real unique. You want to know why it's so unique? Because once you buy an outfit, once you get a fit, you will not see it on 1,000 more people. You the only one that's gonna have that fit, all right? Because when they restock, they don't restock the same type of outfits. It's a different style, it's a different look. That's why you need to pull up on Refresh Clothing. And I'm talking about deals on top of deals, crazy deals. We'll see you soon. Brought to you by Polar Jocks. Now back to the show.
And they did tablecloths and napkins.
Yeah.
For hotel chains and stuff. They've changed the color, but you know, every day I walk around with my little pad and not just be singing songs. They like, where this Negro come from?
Yeah.
What we doing?
What he doing?
You know? But I always knew that singing was my thing. And even in Mississippi, I would dream of just the stage.
Mississippi got so much talent. You know,
They do, man.
The blues and soul, that's what it is. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's like the Negro spiritual
is, bro.
type state, you know? Like,
Blues is, that's where we're from. That's what it is. So just dreaming and singing there, man, I got up and they said, well, we want to bring you to Alabama, cut an album. This was still in the Art Franklin days. They introduced me to Leonard Brown, who was part of the Controllers. And I got a lot of foot techniques and how to stand on stage, how to be precise.
So you actually took classes.
Everything should be lines, not hands hanging down, and everything should be precise. Look at yourself in the mirror and line yourself up. You should come to the center of the stage here. Go down stage here. Go stage left here. Use your hands. Don't be afraid to put your hands on yourself. You know, just it's just
Use your body.
Use your body.
Yeah.
Use your body to express what you feel.
and that's what I'm learning in voice acting right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, the body plays a major role in the voice. Like, it's not just about using my voice to read a script. It's about using your body to create an imagination. Like, if I'm thinking of something expansive, I would expand, you know what I'm saying? Or like, if I'm pissed off, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to make that gesture to get my body to my body is like the sort of like the, I guess, the supporter of the voice, you know what I'm saying? Right. So that makes sense that you said that, you know what I'm saying, with the stage, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
how long did it take you to get used to the stage and master the movement on stage as you performing?
And really, like, if you're interested in something and you just want to know anyway, it don't take long to pick it up. You know? So I was interested in learning that anyway. I had already come from Stillman College as a background in singing in the choir. So with that, there was theatrics. We had to use smiling. You know, it had to be on your face that you were happy Negro.
Right.
Up here singing.
You got to show them in the audience to get that feeling.
Right.
Yeah.
We bowed together. You know, it was a certain way that the director would throw their hand and we knew to all go down, come back up smiling together. So I was already ready, born for the stage. Coming here in '98, I really came here to cut an album. I think I cut about 6 songs, and Dave Donnell and O.B. the Master Brewer, they were the disc jockeys at 98.7. And Leonard Brown was tied into these disc jockeys. So my song got broke in like the summer of '99. And it was a song entitled, I Can't Stop Thinking About You. And they had this young guy singing these real big, I felt like they were old school songs to me. Because I'm like, I'm trying to be the next Usher.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking
Your
about,
mindset was different on it.
I wasn't thinking about, you know, Southern Soul could be, there was no such thing as Southern Soul. It was blues, you know, and I just never saw myself as that. But I think now as I've gotten a little older with this, I see myself singing a good song. And it could possibly be like soulful blues. Yeah. You know, that's where I am. That's where I'm from. And I think I tried to run from that aspect of the blues. And I just started going down to this local club, which is now Plum Bar. Used to be called the Intimate Storm. And there was a guy by the name of Mike McMillan. Used to work at the door at the French Quarters a long time ago. I would go up there and sing upstairs too, because a lot of people, Nita Baker, a lot of greats, Selena Johnson.
Hey man,
you know,
damn,
my favorite female R&B singer.
You know, they used to sing at the French Quarters.
Yeah.
But Intimate Storm gave me an opportunity to be somewhere both Tuesday and Friday night of the week, and it was about 40 to 50 people would pack that little joint out. It didn't have the other side that it has now.
That one room.
That first little room, man. And from there, you know, I'm up in there. Are we really happy here with this lonely game we play? You know, that's me singing jazz. You know, I'm singing, you know, you'll never find. You know, but the audience. These were a lot of people from Alabama Power that were supportive of me. They would tip me big, you know, singing these jazz records. But I would party them too. Yeah. Because I would throw the blues on them. Johnny Taylor, Tyrone Davis. But
you went to the archive.
They wanted everything. But I could remember I was playing with Foxy Fats. I At that time, I learned who Ona Watson was, you know. All the jazz people would come out. People would they've always gravitated to the talent God has given me. And I never had to worry if I walked into a room and they didn't know me.
Yeah.
Once I hit that stage, they want to know who's that guy.
It was on.
Wow. Man.
Sounds like it's a journey for you, man. So, like, do you think that's missing in today's time when it comes to performance and the importance of performance? Because, like you said, like, you really put your all into it. We saw that at the Magic City Classic, man. You got choreographer, dancers and everything. Like, all types of different elements that were added to your performance that really brought it out. What are your thoughts about today's art when it comes to the art of performing?
You know how a person can say, you know, what Neo said, I'm a force when we're together. I'm a movement by myself. I have moved so many stages by myself. Because at one time I was in that mindset of flipping and turning flips and jumping off speakers. You know, never jumped out in the audience because I ain't trust nobody.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
they might open up the floor.
Yeah.
Sure, they
You never know, man.
leave your face
You
flat.
might not
boy.
want to trust that. Not nowadays. They'll leave your ass hanging.
Man, they will, boy. They too busy
Face
trying to
first.
pull their phone out.
Yeah.
And so I just never did that part. But going back to Leonard Brown teaching me in that warehouse, I knew that those would be beneficial to me, learning how to perform. Learning how, you know, I would go and learn a cover song. A cover tune that people don't know is a song of somebody that you like, another artist. Original being that song of that artist. But I would sing other people's songs, but I would always sing songs I knew I could sing and express. And if I felt that song in my voice and I knew I could do it, now comes time to process learning the words. It's good to know the words because then you can perform the song. Anybody that's locked to a cell phone or locked to a piece of paper
And reading off of
they're
it.
not performing. They're reading words. They
They're
They don't know that song. So
Even if it's something that you wrote, but you didn't, you know.
you need to know the song. I came from an era where you need to know the lyrics. And that's the only way you're going to be able to express performance. You can't be holding something and trying to express performance. You need to be free.
Yeah.
So learn the song, put it in your mind, make yourself that person that's singing about. And when you get out here, even if it requires you crying, somebody want to feel that emotion. Music is an emotion.
That's all it is.
And your performance brings forth what they're trying to see in that emotion. You know.
Do you think that's why in today's time we promote a lot of like sexual activity because we don't know how to tap into our emotions when it comes to creativity outside of sex? We feel like sex is like the go-to way of being able to feel some type of emotion. Like, do you think that's what it is?
Right. I mean, all the music today is expressing something
Sexual.
Yeah. Cause I think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're so numb because of social media shows us everything. You know, we can see everything.
You got a point on that.
So if we see everything, you know, we already know what it feels like to be happy and sad within a 10-minute span because of social media. So the only thing that can make us feel something is something that's deeper than that, which would be something sexual. You know what I'm saying?
You know, you had like Brandy, like songs, Have You Ever? You know what I'm saying? That was a great song. Have you ever found the one you dreamed of all your life?
See, that's tapping in.
You see what I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
saying? Like, it's a prime example of tapping in. I think, honestly, man, as far as the males in our generation, are tapping in is kind of weak when that's what you should do to create a good song or just create good crap, period.
Yeah.
Tapping in, that's where you get all the good stuff at. That's where all the creativity come in at. But society has watered us down so much to the point if we tap in too deep, now we weak as a man.
And see,
And I think it's real messed up that it's like that.
see, we had the, you know, Donnell Jones. I just let my baby girl a message.
And them true stories.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now today, hey man, you know, the girl give me good brain.
Yeah.
The girl go
All
to
types
a
of
good
shit.
school. You trying to flip around, but we know what you talking about. You know, but what takes me back to, well, it was just my imagination.
Yeah.
See how sweet that is?
Yeah.
Running away with.
And when you really thinking about it, you really hearing somebody have a melodic conversation, you know.
Right.
Whereas nowadays it doesn't feel like a melodic conversation. It just feels like I'm just rapping something. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I love storytelling. Storytelling artists that tells a story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm big on R&B too. Like, I love having an R&B section when I'm DJing. Because they telling you a story. Even now, it may not be the same R&B as in the 90s, but it's still saying something.
Something, yeah.
You know what
that
I'm
makes
saying?
sense.
I will give, even though Jasmine Sullivan has so much more, I believe, to offer vocally, but I will give her, you know, those emotional songs. She gets that from me. She's been underrated for a long time. I'm a big fan.
Jasmine Sullivan.
And I do see a lot of this riffing today. Like, Whitney didn't riff a lot. You know, I think all of this, I call it acrobatics instead of straight singing. I come from an era where you had to sing, and they taught you where to place color, you know, in a song.
Now, when you say place color, that mean hit a high note?
No,
or what you mean?
Place a run.
Place a run.
On that particular line. Today, the singers run on everything. It's always I'm just give an example. You know.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
You know, it's all of that, and I'll be like, can you just sing the song?
Yeah, that's not singing.
Like a smooth note.
You know, that's just riffing.
And, right. And some people do that in place of holding notes as well, because they know they can't hold the note. Whitney Houston sung the note, and she would hold it.
Yeah.
You know, a note would be like Anita, in my life.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah,
note.
she would stretch the hell out that
Instead of,
word.
in my life.
Up and down. Yeah. All over the place with
You know.
it. Yeah. I see
It's
it.
like people know Whitney Houston by saying, you know, and I will always love you. You know, just
Right.
holding that one eye. You know what I'm saying?
Hung it instead
She
of.
did.
And I will always love you.
Do you feel like that's something that can be taught, or is that just something you're just born
People
with?
learn that, man. Like, they learn to do that stuff. You know, a lot of choirs, a lot of it comes from black gospel. You know, they call it running. You know, but you don't have to do all of that to make a song great. I like people who sing the song. And I say that because there are people singing along with you, especially when you're singing other folks' music.
And you singing it good. Too.
Yeah.
And they feel it. They gonna sing word for
So
word.
why
with
you gonna get up there and color up those folks' songs like that?
Yeah.
It's okay to, like I say, throw something in every now and again. But those people that do it the whole song, I'm like, is that all you got?
That makes sense.
You know,
Why you think it's so popular nowadays to do that? Because back then that probably would have been looked down upon, and you know
all that. You know, because if you go back
know.
to the old school, they didn't do all
they
that.
didn't do that.
None
now
at
that you
all.
gave a good example of that, I thought about it, like I don't think they would have hold up back then. See, now it's like it's a trend to do that.
Right.
I can't even name one good R&B artist, bro, that holds a note, but Fantasia.
Right.
Me personally, who you think that can really hold a note like
today's time.
Whitney Houston? Yeah, like
In
Anita
today's
Baker.
time.
Today's time.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw one out. You think Beyonce can hold a note?
Beyonce can hold a note.
She
I've
can.
heard Beyonce do some like really good melody. Like when I actually listen to Beyonce, like when I would listen to when I listen to Cuff It on acapella, like she's really singing, like she's
really
riding
doing
the
it.
hell out them
Now,
words.
We're gonna
Like
say this. We're gonna say this about Beyonce. No, she does not have. She doesn't have to have a Whitney Houston voice with the type of music she sings, but she can sing.
right.
She can sing, but it's still not a Whitney voice. It's,
Right.
it's not a Fantasia. That's a whole different.
Element, yeah.
You know, Fantasia probably sing Beyonce under the table the way she sings.
For sure.
You see what I'm
Because
saying?
she's loud and out with it.
right.
Yeah.
But Beyonce
Beyonce smooth and
is
dedicated.
smooth. She's there.
Yeah.
She's a pop artist. She doesn't have to do all of that. But when she comes out, like let's say when she first started out, like Me, Myself, and I, when it was really true R&B, Beyonce was giving it to us.
Yeah.
You know, and she still is in her element. Once I would say Jennifer Hudson has
She's pretty good too.
that big voice.
I haven't heard her on a project in a minute though. I'm gonna have to go back and see. She ain't dropped anything lately. has she?
Not I heard.
You know, she's doing a TV show, but she can sing.
Legacy is good too.
Oh, we're sleeping on yeah.
Yeah, Legacy, man. Like,
My God.
yeah, Legacy is like she's been doing this for a minute. So she's one of those R&B singers. Is like, yo, like I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm getting up there. I'm still here. You know,
she has character to her voice.
Yeah, like
so she can, and so well. She always seems to tell.
It's like she take you places.
When I need a little messing around.
Yeah.
She got it. Like that girl, I just can. That's something too that I think God gave me. That's great. Is the art of imitation. It's not. I'm not Whitney.
Yeah.
But I could go. Why does it hurt so bad? I can get into that airiness.
Ella May.
Oh man,
she's good. You know what? UK artists, they really have a way of embracing the stuff that the US created and really using the craft for what it is. Because if you listen to a lot of UK artists, they usually are using the foundational sound how it's supposed to be used. Like, people like Ella May. There's another one like I say Adele. Adele, she's another good singer, who like stuck to the foundation that a lot of American singers used to sing, and now they don't. Similar to how like a lot of the UK or European actors are the main actors who are really coming in, bringing in that talent,
and they step in their territory.
To American actors who, they do decent, but they don't bring the bar because they feel like they already there because they on camera. You know what I'm saying? And they're American, so it don't matter. Like, this is their home, so it's like, we don't need that pride like we want. So I think that's what is really like missing. In the U.S., I think like it's just like it all ties back to what we were saying about that emotional numbness. Like we're very emotionally numb. I can't speak for other countries, but I think that's what a lot of the
type of love that's being taught in songs is not the love we were raised on.
Yeah,
we were raised to be gentlemen. We were raised to be humble. Speak as a man, stand as a man, or you'll fall for anything type stuff. This music today is very misleading. It's of a state of you can do whatever the hell you want to do,
right?
And there's no repercussion, which we know there is. It's just they stated things differently. I'm happy I'm a '70s baby, and I came up listening to Smokey Robinson, Gap Band. When we got the chance to see somebody dance like an MC Hammer or Michael Jackson, it was a thrill to sit and wait at the TV to get through all these artists you couldn't stand.
Yeah.
Especially on award shows. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Man.
Get to the country.
Tell me about it. I used to watch all of them.
The bluegrass.
Yeah.
And they would put us in the middle or somewhere to the end because they knew everybody was waiting. But it was worth the wait. Versus today, social media, even knocks on college because some people feel like, hey, what I need to go to college for?
Yeah.
Right.
We got social media.
And everybody think they can be a millionaire in 2 weeks. Shit don't work like that.
No,
but
sir.
like how everything's been birthed in us as a people in our culture. So as far as you growing up, we're going to go back to the point as far as like you tapping into your feelings. Did you feel any type of way when you started learning to tap into your feelings when you was singing? Basically paint a picture. Because that's what you're really doing. You paint a picture with your feelings and your emotions. Did you feel any type of way doing that?
It's a little nervousness of allowing yourself to be free and allowing yourself to cry, allowing yourself to smile, allowing yourself to feel yourself on stage, And what I say about that is you just don't know how people may be judging all of that. The way you move. Saying. Because even dance, guys have some femininity, in dancing. Or performing, you have to tap into both those feelings. You got a woman audience out there. So you got to tap into what them women feeling, from you as being a man and being yourself. So no matter how they judge your performance, you're doing it for the people that are enjoying it,
Yeah.
And most likely, I have a woman audience out there and I connect with them women.
Yeah, they out there too, but
you know what I'm saying? So you connect with those folks, man. So you may have to come home late, and I'm just a guy, but I can reach Sunshine Anderson's, her key, and I may throw that out there. I may me, myself, and I may throw that out there because I like Beyonce. So I did some of the stuff she does cozy, that we all feel that way.
I'm gonna have to throw something out there to them ladies too. Dope baby.
You know they like that ratchet, man. You know, I have to go. Baby. It was this chick that I known back from 86.
Yeah,
graduated, made it from the college. And see, look, I look at that. It ain't saying what they saying like today, but it said something. Graduated, made it from the College of Dicks.
Yeah.
Now who you be?
A story.
That you know me.
Storytelling.
They've been saying the word bitch, you know.
Right. That makes sense.
Why you think it's so like big now? Like look down upon like, man, why they talking so like crazy nowadays? They vocal and all that, but back then they was doing the same thing, but not as crazy. Now.
It's just really explicit.
Right now it's just more explicit.
And I think because of social media, the kids are getting a hold of it. We got a hold of it too, but it was more so when we got with buddies outside of mom's house. We knew we couldn't bring Luke Skywalker stuff into the house.
Yeah.
Or Dolomite, cousin.
Right.
Way down in the jungle deep. But we would watch it on, VHS tapes. Yeah. If they would allow us. We knew the naughty stuff.
Yeah. But our parents did give us that, hey, don't repeat what they say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have that no more.
They could control what we hear, but they can.
Like back in the day, like
top of us with that.
Like my mom, like when there was a sex scene that used to come on, she'd be like, close your eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same thing.
That's right. We had to turn our heads. We had to go outside the door. We knew.
Nowadays, they don't care. Like, it's just...
Nah, they turn it up. Turn it up.
Shit, why should they?
A 3-year-old right here. Turn it up.
They got to have some type of character that's got to represent this and that. Back then, we knew things were there. It was more so hidden. Now, do I appreciate all the outness? Yeah, I do. I appreciate people being real, but I just think people are not humble with it, though.
Yeah.
And I think that's where, standards and values come in at. Everybody's business ain't everybody's business.
No, it's not.
Right. Let's talk about fraternities, man. Wow. I'm in a fraternity, you're in a fraternity. All right, so in 2023, do you feel like being in a fraternity means something?
That's a good ass question.
Because I'm running into a lot of frat brothers, who are new and they're in the fraternity, but it's like there's I can feel the disconnect before we even start to talk and ask each other different questions and stuff. Like, I can feel the disconnect, and I can feel like, like they really only doing this for social media. They love the clout. Like, they love the feeling of what that letter can do for them in real life, but they don't really fulfill what the letter is. Because see, here's the thing, like, I may be like Phi Beta Sigma, but I'm not the organization. I'm the organization that I am the person who is the reason why the organization exists.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that concept is lost. So what are your thoughts about it, man?
I know it's a disconnect. I mean, it's a disconnect in all of them. Omega, I think most of them get in it for game purposes or to flaunt letters. But then you get in, but there's no more consistency with, supporting the programs or supporting what the fraternity is really based off. When I joined Omega, it was more so like, this is a great group of guys to be a part of. It will help you with your career. You're tied into a group that you can go on with for the rest of your life. They got your back. You got brothers that you come to learn, because you don't know who's going to be on that line with you. You get there and y'all learn how to handle business. That's what you're doing. You're learning to get together to achieve a goal, which could be a temporary goal at this moment because you're trying to get through the process. And then once you get in, you realize that it can be beneficial as far as, okay, this Omega might own this company. I might need a job here. I may want to get into this business. It's supposed to be an inside way of learning things and being privileged to things that someone who's not Greek wouldn't be privy to. It ain't just history. It's just, when they say it's not what you know, but it's who you know. That's what kind of that is. And then I never was raised with real brothers. I had sisters. So I chose an organization to be a part of, which was a great one for me. And Omega has been a teacher to me too. Some of the history and things that we went through, you can apply that to your everyday life. That, forward being manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift.
Now, well, that's a question. They probably go for both of you. So, is all the bros cool in every city, in every state? do y'all actually, when y'all go to different states, do y'all actually click up and actually build chemistry together?
Sometimes, man.
Since
like,
it's the same fraternity, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, good question, man. Like sometimes for us, it just depends on who the chapter is. Like, you know, everybody, you know, aside from the chapter, aside from the letters, you always gonna have that person be who they are, and they gonna be somebody that you don't really rock with. You know what I'm saying?
Be that way.
And so sometimes certain chapters we're like, man, vast majority of them assholes, so we ain't rock. You know, we ain't going down there to do a road trip. But we'll go down to Mobile and do a road trip. We'll go to, you know, Huntsville or something, do a road trip. You know what I'm saying? But like, it just varies. And see, that's the only thing. Like, you may have a brother, but that's not your friend. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of hard to.
Oh, this is what I say. I say every fraternity brother is not my friend, and every friend is not my fraternity brother, and that's true. Yeah. You know, I was somebody before I pledged, and I still took that along with me. Like, this is a part of me. This doesn't make me. Some people, this has made them.
Why you think it's like that? Like, as soon as they cross, it goes straight to their head, and they be a whole nother person. Like I seen that a lot in college.
They transform into a Super Saiyan, goddamn.
Like, their mindset just totally do a 360, and they think they're a whole nother person until they come down off their high horse. Why you think it's like that?
It's a beautiful feeling, though. Like, it is a beautiful feeling of just knowing that you're a part of something that really gets that recognition. Like, you being a part of an organization that is known, like, oh dang, he's a Sigma, like he you know, he be Sigma walking and doing the strolls, like he get into the club or the bars for a certain discount, you know, or like he, you know, has a tent that he can go to for Magic City Classic and eat good and stuff like that. Like, the feeling of being able to know that you earned that, you know, is a good feeling.
And even in that, you know, you can look at all of us as a collective group, but even within the group, there's tension going on. There's some brother that don't mess with this brother. There's something this brother holding a grudge.
Yeah.
That something happened at a meeting. And it's still things that affect us as men. Even with part of a group, you would think everybody got along. Yeah. But you would also find out there are cliques.
There's cliques, you know, within the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, man. It's just like,
but people gonna be people.
People gonna be people, no matter what letters attached to it.
Yeah.
Like, cause there's some people that I'm cool with who aren't a Sigma. You know what I'm saying? They may be a Q, they may be a Kappa. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe Alpha, or not in an organization at all. Like, a lot of the people I get along with aren't in an organization at all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it just really varies. But I feel like the usage of the organization is what's missing. I feel like we need more brothers to actually put forth effort to show what the principle's all about. Like, show the principle of brotherhood, scholarship, service.
That's right.
And I feel like that's what's really missing in today's time with a lot of kids, because a lot of kids, to be honest, there's such a huge disconnect between the older heads and the newer heads, or the old generation, new generation, because the new generation feel like they're helping each other out. They're the only ones they can look at as a mentor, or look at as somebody that they can, you know, build up.
When I was growing up, I didn't want to talk to my age group. I always went and got information from people who were 30 years older than me. Hung out with people that old, you know. Young folk can't tell me too much. Yeah. Not when you my age.
Same age,
you better get out my face. You know, that's just the way I was, and that's the reason why I'm so much better off today. And I know how to survive. I know how to mind my business. You know, some folks get out here and get killed, man. Yeah. Because they
wrong place, wrong time.
Doing too much.
Not knowing what they're doing. Yeah.
I know in the right time
to handle yourself. I don't care if you're an Omega, Q, Alpha, Sigma, you know, whatever you are. Sigma, Gamma, Rho, you still got to know how to be that outstanding individual within a collective group. I stand out. I know I do. You know, and I love it. I'm an Omega. Yes, once I get in there and I got purple and gold on, I fit with the group because of the colors. But I'm still an individual standing there beside all those men. I still gonna stand out because there's something special about people that stand out. And they stand out for a reason. And sometimes I don't even want the attention. But you got to understand that what you do performing in front of people,
that comes with it.
It's gonna come with it. I mean, sometimes it's hard for me to go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Exactly, because everybody knows who you are. You want to, hey, let me get an autograph, Logan.
It's crazy,
you
know. They gonna want to talk.
Even being a Q, you know, and then like I said, you know, It's bros and that probably don't like me for a reason, whatever their reason is. People be like, well, people always got haters. That's just what it is.
So with you being a Q, what is manhood?
Wow. I believe true manhood is being able to stand and be responsible. That's what manhood is to me. Standing on your own 2 feet. Knowing that a man that don't work don't eat. If you don't get out here and hustle.
Yeah, you got to get it.
You got to pay your bills, man. You got to be responsible. You got to get up. Make it happen. I remember they said early to bed, early to rise. The early bird gets the worm. Being a man means standing up for your family. Standing up for you. You know. Never sinking. Always trying to strive to stay above water. You know, being a man is not just necessarily physically fight, but to be spiritually in line with God.
Big thing.
You know
Now,
what I'm saying?
why you think so many men is not spiritual in line with God, but they still call themselves men?
And we'll also perish for the lack of knowledge too, you know.
Facts.
That's deep. That's deep. Still call himself a man, but not in tune to God. Wow.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why people wake up and think that they're doing this on their own.
I'm telling you,
It's
man.
very weird.
It's
You know,
like-
it's hard for me to say. Like, I get on the dang airplane, I'm quick to say, Lord Jesus, please don't let this airplane fall.
Talk to him instantly, anytime, all the
No.
time.
And
you know.
these guys are dying for the wrong reason too. Like I do fear death in
Yeah.
a way because I want to be right. And some people say, well, what's that right? Whatever that right is that God is telling me I need to do in order to get it right. For there is an inner voice in you that lets you know when something is right or wrong. I don't think these kids have any concern with what's right or wrong today.
Nah.
You know, the parenting has gotten terrible. There's no preaching, teaching of even the Lord's Prayer. That's something we had to learn.
Yeah.
And, you know, I hear some people say they don't believe in the word, that the Bible is a lie. I do feel like the Bible has been, some things were written over or done the way they want to do it, but there's a lot of truth. For I see it with my own eyes at times. I see that this life we live is nothing but what I've read, things I've seen. It's happening today. So it's also like, why do you not believe?
Yeah.
When what's going on in that book is going on right now.
And I think sometimes that can be like a excuse of why they're not reading the Bible. I'm not saying you're supposed to read the Bible every day. I'm not saying it, but I'm saying a lot of people, especially in our age group, in our society, they think since the Bible been rewritten, I ain't got to read it. I should not read it because it's leading us the wrong way. Because basically the slave master used this Bible to enslave us, which is true. But you can use the Bible in a negative and a positive way.
Yeah, it's all about how the person who's
That's
using
how
it.
I
And
feel.
they
You know
use
what I'm
it,
saying?
It's like a
they use
screwdriver,
it in
you know?
a negative way for themselves.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
slave master did. But still, even through that, we still believed. And you can't make a move unless you believe.
Unless you believe. If you spiritual human beings, you gotta think about that, man.
And I think it plays a role with a lot of the pastors, man. A lot of the pastors don't really know how to preach the Bible for real, for real. Like, of course, they may throw a scripture out there, throw a verse out there, but they don't know how to connect the dots as far as how the instructions are there to kind of teach you how to use this is our, like, playing field. You know what I'm saying? The Bible teaches that, you know, how to use the earth for what you need. You know what I'm saying?
He said take care of the earth.
Exactly. Like,
And we do a poor job in certain areas. We're doing that. You know, I especially look in the black community.
Oh yeah.
And if you would go in that book, he said take care of what you have. And I don't see a good job at that being done unless you're in a certain area.
A certain
there are
area, yeah.
Black folks who will make a certain type of dollar and they're in a certain mindset. But once you come into the real Birmingham, you see a lot of people taking life for granted, man. And then they say, well, there's nothing I can do. There is something you can do.
Yeah.
How about you start throwing that away? How about you let that go?
Where it's supposed to go.
Right.
Yeah, trash. And then one thing about, I'm gonna ask this question too, because I know you gotta go, you got things to do.
Man, I'm enjoying myself.
About gentrifying. A lot of people are, you know, this is what I feel about. I want to see, do y'all think the same way? We have all this time to clean up our community and take control over what we got going on.
Yeah.
So when they come and gentrify the city in that area, you can't be mad or pissed off. Because they gave us years, decades to clean this up. So since it's so bad, they're looking at it in a way like, okay, they ain't doing nothing with the community anyway. We might as well take it over and create what we have, what we visualize in. So when it happened, we have no excuse to get mad. Like we had decades to get this right. And so when they do that, like they do in Birmingham, they all in Norwood. They going crazy.
Yeah, going crazy.
Whatever you see, it's always like life is a 360.
Yeah.
You know, we keep saying, one day we woke up and said, we're not on the back of the bus anymore. I got quiet, didn't I? I still feel like
we're the back of the bus.
On the back of the bus.
It's just another version.
So like, when you say gentrification, like, what do you mean? Like, what would you say is your main like question with that?
As far as gentrification, I'm saying like, do y'all think the same way when they do come and take over the city or take over that area?
Do we feel like
should we get
mad?
Yeah,
should we
get mad if they doing it? Because it's a lot of like complaints and saying the white people doing this. Not even just white. You got all type of nationalities coming in the city, just going buying up everything. But when that happens, we get mad. Should we blame them for that?
I feel like you got money, you got credit, you got positive standing. You can do whatever you want to do with your money. I just think that we as a race have failed to come together in certain areas. If there's a possibility for us to come together, we don't think of buying up stuff and having it in our possession.
Consumers.
Because then it's up to you. Once the people want to buy it from you, they got to come through you and whoever created this company. I feel like whoever they are, they know the secret of doing that, whether it be Asian, whether it be African, whether it be, Arabian, whoever it is. There are people who come together to
do just that.
Buy up stuff.
I don't think we should get mad.
No,
I don't think we should
shouldn't get mad about it. You can do what you want to do.
And the reason why I don't think we should get mad is because I feel like at this point, we kind of talked about this already, like, the fact that we don't really care too much about role models and stuff like that. I think we cool with being where we are in America. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we know we got somewhere to go home to.
Be so cool though.
It's not cool. It's not cool at all. But I feel like mentally, as a collective, like we cool with just like, look, this is what brought the life. Struggle, right? You know what I'm saying?
And I said this on the last show. Our ancestors deserve the lifestyle we living right now. Cause they went through hell. Right. They went through hell and back.
I believe. I
death
totally agree.
You know what I'm saying, to get to the point. We don't appreciate it.
We
man.
don't think about the power of voting. Like a lot
That's
of us,
a big
you can't
thing.
even get them to the polls, man. These folks don't have. And I just think because of leadership here in America, all the tainted, toxic leaders that we've had in government, that some people just don't feel the need to go out and change anything. They just feel, like you say, they're comfortable in their space. And whether they're comfortable in their space or not, they're not going to get up and go do anything about it. They feel like it's a waste of time. I don't feel that way. I feel like you should get up and go and try your vote. But not just try your vote, find out who the candidates are before you vote them in office or allow those other people to put them in office. What can you say after that?
Yeah, you can't say that because you ain't had no participation in it.
You didn't have any participation. So that's where you should be mad.
Not
because somebody gentrifying an area. Yeah. I want to see the area come up. I want to see the area where I grow come up. But I think it's still going to be based on who's causing this come up. And then what the new rules are going to be once they make this happen. What's going to be subjected to me.
Right.
And I think a lot of folks are getting it's irritating because the taxes go up. Then these people's houses look better than yours now. Who's going to come and help me out? You got to do it for yourself. Unless you're willing to sell. They call me for my crib every day.
I bet they do.
I'm not ready to give it up.
Yeah.
You're not going to give me what I really want for it. Then I got to go try to find somewhere else to stay.
You got to deal with that,
once I get his house up, I know I'm in a good thing. I won't sit there and do what I need to do. But I'm not selling. They call my mama house looking for me. She live in Mississippi.
She trying to get it from
me,
you, boy.
Folks keep calling me my house every other day.
Yeah.
Tell me, we want your property. But that's, once again, an area that they want to gentrify over in the Crossplex area, Rickwood Field. As you see,
that's like about 5 points, ain't it?
Renovations are starting on Rickwood just for this big game that's going to happen in 2024.
Gonna be crazy,
It's
man.
going to be crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Logan the Entertainer in the building, man. We appreciate
Logan,
you so much,
you,
bro,
man,
for coming through, man.
with this amazing knowledge and wisdom,
Great
man.
conversation, man. Anything out there you want to tell the people, you know, as far as if somebody walking in your footsteps right now, your shoes, what would you tell a person that's on the come up? Any advice?
You know, when they said that the race is not given to the swift nor to the strong, but to the one who endureth to the end. Those words are true words. Never give up on you. Keep dreaming, for dreams do become reality, but they become reality by the work you put in. Always put your best foot forward in front of a crowd, because you never know who's watching. And those people who are watching, somebody in there can take you to another level. And always just keep hope alive. You know, never give up on you. Remember that.
Definitely. My brother, man. Tell me people follow you.
You can follow me, LoganTheEntertainer.com. That's my website, but everything is Logan the Entertainer. Also, that's my YouTube. Go to YouTube and type in this song called I Like It, LTE Step. Let's say it again. I Like It. Those 3 words now. And put right after that LTE Step. You can see my new music video to my song called I Like It. And we got an LTE Step, which is a line dance that I want to catch fire across this world. And it will, because I'm going to keep pushing it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so everything Logan the Entertainer. And I tell you, you ever hire me, you're going to be entertained.
I vouch for that.
Guess what, though, too? I always tell people, I'm Logan the Hold on. Where I plant my feet is my stage. I'm Logan the Entertainer, and I love to entertain.
That's it right there.
There you go, man. My guy, my brother, Logan the Entertainer in the building, man. We appreciate you again. Shouts out everybody who locked into us. Make sure y'all stay tuned in. It's the Polar Jocks. Q, what's happening?
Polar Jocks, you know what time it is, man. Look at the Entertainer. This is how we do it. If you have any questions that you want us to ask our next guest, be sure to comment below so we can know.
Let us know. Let us know, man. And with that being said, we got